All right, gentlemen, we good?
Seven. Yes,
Yeah.
take a swiggy poo.
Bueno.
Yep.
All right.
Cheers. Frost.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Booby cup.
Toast. Booby cup. I'm out of sups, dude. I need to re-up my sups.
Sarah doesn't like it
Dude,
when I call it
what's up?
booby cup,
Boopy.
but there's
Oh,
no
shit.
ass on it. Yeah, I could call it the thigh cup.
Dude, I could call it the ass cup. Because I have an ass.
There's no feet.
Hello and welcome to the Cobb Brothers podcast. Holy shit! It's episode 129, boys.
Yes, it is.
It's almost episode 130. I am David, and as usual, I'm joined by my buddies, Brandon.
That's me. I'm that guy.
Oh, you're
I'm
that
not,
guy.
I'm not him, but I'm that guy.
Oh, you're that guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not him though. I'm not him.
We've got Cyrus.
Don't riz up my baby Gronk.
Oh, boy.
Elriz.
God.
We've got Oscar.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Good morning.
Good morrow. And
Wow.
Colton, how art thou?
Hola.
Golden! Back from the dead!
Yeah. Were you
been
on last
fucking, like-
episode?
No, dude.
No, so it's been a
First-
while.
Hell yeah.
Welcome
man.
Last
back.
Hell
episode he was on, he joined in for like 2 seconds and screamed into the mic and then left.
I remember
I
that.
screamed Leroy Jenkins into the mic and then left.
Yeah. But welcome back. Glad that the move has gone good and you're now settled.
Yeah.
Ish. I at least
Ish.
have a desk set up.
You have the Starlink internet now, yeah?
Yes, and it's been
Elon.
absolutely great.
Awesome.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
How would you compare it now that you've had, like, Google... I don't know what fiber you had, but you had fiber before, right?
Well, obviously it's nothing compared to the fiber. I had gigabit
Mm.
fiber, so I had a gigabit symmetrical connection for fiber.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But this is 150 megabits download with like 15 megabits upload, and I have a terabyte of priority data, and then after that it's not like they throttle me or anything like that. I end up just being like less priority, so if the bandwidth's all used up, then my connection would be slowed down.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
It's good. It's good. You heard nothing.
Bro, what? Hold on, pause real fast. Ready to get back. Colton, you're talking about
Starlink.
Starlink.
What is
Yeah,
Starlink
it's-
for anyone that doesn't know?
It's satellite internet, and it's the first one that doesn't suck.
Ooh.
Because I've
So
seen
you're
pictures.
talking to space, bro? Using
Technically.
space to power your internet, dude?
Yeah,
It's like
it's been a thing
internet?
for like remote internets. You like remember how we used to have satellite TV
Mm-hmm.
and like way out in remote areas, that's how they would get internet because they didn't have any lines to the internet. But Tesla, it's from Tesla now, right? The Starlink.
Yeah, it's Elon Musk's company.
Yeah, not Tesla, but yeah. I've seen pictures of it. It's like it's on certain nights in the sky. You can see a line of satellites that's just a straight line going across the sky, and it's the Starlink satellites.
The reason it's so much better than like HughesNet or any of the other satellite internets is because it's the satellites they're using are a lot closer to the planet than like HughesNet. So HughesNet satellites are like tens of thousands of miles away from the planet, whereas the Starlink ones are a couple hundred miles up.
Yeah.
Are they not crashing for the gravity pulling them in?
They're
'Cause
they're
they're
in an
going
they're still in
extremely
an
fast.
orbit.
Hmm.
So that's all doing an orbit is when you to get off of something, you're just making yourself go up and then fast enough so that you're using the gravity to keep falling around it as you move fast.
Slingshot yourself out.
Yeah, because if you're in orbit, you're technically falling to the planet, but you're moving so fast around it that you fall over the edge of whatever you're orbiting. And so
How
you
can you
just
orbit around something that's flat? I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah, explain that,
is-
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because it's not flat.
yeah, there's a real simple
Sorry
reason.
about
It's because the Earth isn't flat.
Explain Flat Stanley then. How is he so flat?
Flat, dude. I don't need neurons awoken like that. You can't just pull things out of pocket. I recognize the name, but I don't remember. It's
They
like
don't
an
call
old
him
friend.
Globe Stanley.
Stanley's Globe.
Yeah. They don't call him Round Stanley. Well, that's his brother, but he's at fat camp.
Oh,
Poor kid.
Here's looking at you, Stanley. Oh, that's cool though. Is it, so if I like it's not like you said it's only 150 megabits download, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've gotten all the way up to 250. So
Okay.
fuck it then. That's pretty
Have you
fucking
guys seen-
good, bro.
I mean, you're able to game and like get in Discord, so you know.
the big drawback to it is its price. It is way more expensive than like cable, DSL, or fiber.
Is it more or less than his flamethrower?
It's $120 a month.
Slightly less.
I mean, you're talking to space, you know, so might as well.
Yeah, like if it was, $90 a month, that's what I was spending for my fiber connection. And that's actually high for what like fiber costs for most people. Most people are paying 40 to $60 a month for their fiber connection.
Damn.
Have you
Gotta
boys
get
seen a
fiber.
Cybertruck yet?
Yeah,
Like
they
in
look
person?
awful, and they also can't four-wheel drive at all.
There's a lot of them here. I've seen only one, but a lot of people are taking pictures of them here in town because Tesla's so close.
Yeah.
I saw my first one on Christmas Eve last year, and that thing, it looks stupid. Also,
It
its
is.
light bar is insanely bright at night.
Dude,
Oh my god, it is just one giant bar of light.
It's the
where your
electric-
fucking
or sorry.
rear view mirror should be sitting. It's inconvenient as hell.
It's the excuse me, the lifted Dodge trucks of electric vehicles.
That's very yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Dude, they're pretty high off the ground. They got a good lift on them. But they don't have
Cybertrucks?
four-wheel drive. Yeah.
No, they're
No, they
pretty low.
don't. They're
Really?
they're as low as a Ford Explorer.
Cyrus.
No, I'm not talking a 90s Ford Explorer. I'm talking a like
Modern.
2010s plus Explorer. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
David's
okay.
are mine.
Like you have the clearance of a cross track.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I
thought you were
actually
the guy.
saw one. I saw a video, like a clip of one that the guy was stuck going up the slightest incline with snow on it.
No.
No.
I think it would look cool in a video game, like the Cybertruck
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
It just looks so jarring seeing it in real life.
It's just so weird. You know, the
Mhm.
shape, the sharp edges, you're just like, what the fuck? It's moving normally?
Yeah,
You
and there's
know?
videos of the crash tests, like you know how cars have crumple zones that are supposed to break and fly off when you crash into a wall.
Mhm.
Well, they built this thing so sturdy that when it hits a wall, like nothing crumples or anything like that. So everybody's bones are gonna turn into gelatin if you hit a wall 30 miles an hour.
Nice.
God forbid your minivan that gets T-boned.
It's just gonna go
According-
through it, dude.
Yeah,
According
slice.
to Elon Musk, their airbag technology is drastically better than everybody else's, and that's why they can get away with that.
Doesn't matter if the car
Yeah,
ignites.
it's gonna
Well,
suck
yeah.
dick.
crumple zones are very nice.
She's
That's
a
why
creepin'.
accidents now you just see shit exploding off of a car, and then somebody just walks out and goes, "Oh, that was weird."
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
No, she didn't see me.
Nope. There's a kid spotting in the background.
Yeah, Brandon,
No,
there's
I
a
feel like-
wild awake child behind you.
Yeah, there appears to be.
Yeah, but those Cybertrucks looks like they can. If I rub my hand across it, I just cut my fucking fingers off.
They're so
It looks-
sharp,
Yeah.
crisp.
They are
Cool.
very odd. But apparently their like aerodynamic was all hell. Cause it just
I
Yeah,
think
but
at this-
who wants to go pull up to someone when the Cybertruck like, hey dog, the main street's open. Let's race real fast down the fucking. Like, who the fuck's gonna pull up to a Tesla and ask them to race?
I think my issue is like, I remember when they were starting at 20,000, and Elon's like, they're gonna be 20,000, reserve it for $100, and now they're 60. You know,
Yeah.
3 times the price that he was
Mhm.
initially, setting it for to get a bunch of idiots to put $100 down on it 5 years ago. I say idiots
mean-
because don't buy a new car.
Well, he was losing money making those things because it's like it's taking way too long to come out, and fucking everyone's shitting on my design. It's my money. I want to get it.
People will
It's
buy
my
it.
money. I
Yeah.
need it now.
It will
People
be
will buy
like
it.
it'll be like a Model 3 where you will slowly start seeing a bunch of people start driving them. And then you have people that are like on the fence that see him and go, you know what, I should do it too. And then you get a bunch more assholes on the road.
I mean, if I were to get one, I would get the Model D or P or the SUV one. I would get that one because that one
The
is
Model
looks
X?
The
sweet.
Y.
Is
One of
it the
them.
Y?
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
They all have letters.
Oh,
Like
they're all
his fucking
it's
kid.
sexy, right? It's like
They-
sexy.
He
Right?
tried to spell out sexy, but he had to go with the Model 3 because the PR team was like, no.
Yeah.
Models 3XY.
Yeah.
Just all smashed together on the back in chrome. Yeah. I was reading recently, there was a report of like the, people that took a survey of the worst drivers on the road, and number one was Tesla, followed
Nice.
immediately by Dodge Rams and Subarus.
Yep.
hmm
No offense, Oscar.
If you see
But yep.
Oscar, it's Foresters and WRXs for me. If you see a Forester, just pull over. Just wait for him to pass.
Let him by. Wave him through. Give him a signal.
Outbacks are pretty bad too.
Mhm. Imprezas are pretty awful because you can buy Imprezas on Amazon now.
I mean,
Alright.
you can pick up an Outback for $300.
hmm
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go burn something real fast. I gotta go.
Find a Craigslist for a broken Subaru Outback for like $50, and they'll say
Yeah.
it drives.
Yes, it
And it
runs and
will.
drives.
Yeah,
It'll
it runs.
start and move forward 3 feet, and then the engine will explode.
Sir, there's clearly 2 tires on that vehicle, and they're both on the left side. And
it would start.
It'll work. Put some gas in it.
put some fucking gas in it. Diesel is a suggestion.
Dude, what if there's a diesel Subaru?
There are?
Are there?
Or might be.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah,
Volkswagen Golfs used to be diesel. And those are
Diesel?
tiny ass cars.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
those things they're quick. Those Golfs are pretty
They
fast.
fucking last forever.
They're not in the US.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I wonder
They
why.
do have an EE20 diesel engine, but they're not in the US.
Good for them.
I wonder why not. Why they're
There's
Because
not.
the
not enough
US is
demand.
fucking weird.
There's just not enough demand for them.
I'm right here.
Dude, I typed Outback into Craigslist, and somebody's crusty fucking 2002 Outback they're selling for $9,600
God dang.
Ridiculous.
with 113,000 miles, which is
Look,
not
man,
a lot.
They're
for a car
good
from 20 years
cars,
ago.
man. They're good cars.
Don't spend $9,600 on a car from 20 years ago, though.
Yeah, don't do that. No.
Yeah.
That's a
Unless it's a
$92 Subaru
fucking
right there.
Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah, buddy. There was some
Kind of.
dude.
Those things are actually kind of worth it.
There's a dude somewhere in my neighborhood that parked his lifted truck on the side of the road and wrote on the back window, like, for sale and his phone number and the asking price.
Mm.
I was curious because I was like, oh, I wonder what he's selling this truck for. This motherfucker put $60,000 on the back window.
What?
I mean,
for a private sale truck. Absolutely not.
My F-150's a 2009, and I could turn around and sell it right now for more than I paid for it.
I'd
I
say it
don't-
would
I don't
just
even see-
depend on the year. If it were a brand new truck, I mean, sure, but
I think it was
'cause-
2015.
that depends then if it were
Yeah,
like
It
a
depends on
heavy
the
duty.
package that's on it.
Because, I mean, it sounds insane, Cyrus, but nah, that's kind of realistic nowadays, and I've
Can you
seen
imagine somebody
motherfuckers
just
sell
handing
it for that.
somebody? Oh, sorry, but can you imagine somebody handing somebody $60,000 just right there? Why wouldn't you
No.
just go finance a new car or a new truck?
Yeah, and some people just have their opinions of financing too, though.
That's true. I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I just
to
can't
each their
picture me
own.
doing it.
Yeah, fucking A.
Ooh, $550. There it is.
Oh boy.
It's in a trailer. It doesn't run. That's the one we're looking for, boys.
That's it. Grab it, snatch it up.
We already
Park
have
it
a
in the
car
podcast room.
that doesn't run that we need to do something with.
It says
Yo.
downside needs rebuilt motor. Upside cars otherwise in good shape. Well,
I
those are
have a
fucking wrong.
Ford Fusion parked outside.
We have an Explorer out in this neck of the woods that we need to do something with.
Easy. Just take the engine out of it. I don't know when it. Right? Just pick it up, put it back in. Easy, like nothing. Like
Yeah,
like
Yeah, you
We
want
show
it? You
people.
want to? Because we can.
Oh
I
shit!
have an
Really?
You
I
think I'm
have an
joking? We
engine
can. Yeah,
crane.
let's go. I have a
I've kind
cherry
of
picker.
quote unquote built a car before, so
Or
let
yeah,
alone an
the
engine.
engine crane. Cherry picker. I've always called it
Yeah,
cherry picker.
it's the same thing.
Looking to pick up cherries.
It can.
And
Yeah,
not.
it
Not above
could.
its pay
With
grade.
fucking massive strength. Probably pick up like 9,000
Listen,
of
if you
those
want to
bitches.
build a Cabro's car and just fucking engine swap a fucking Explorer real fast.
Or we just spray the Mustang black and yellow.
Hey, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Said
Black
it.
with just a bunch of kernels all over it.
Yeah, we can get like one of those stencils of the logo and just like spray paint it on one of the sides
Oh yeah.
or something like that. Or get it wrapped, make our own custom wrap. Have Cabro's wrap and put it on the
Wrapping is
fucking.
cheaper than painting.
And there you go.
Just
See?
have to do a lot of body
Yes.
correction, I think.
That's a Patreon video right there. Go check out the Patreon if you haven't checked out the Patreon. 'Cause
We need to put Patreon work into the Patreon, but yeah, there is a Patreon.
there do be a Patreon involved.
Yeah, you can go and tell us what to do on our Patreon, and we might do it. It's excellent.
No, we will.
It's a really good
Cyrus.
system. Oh, my
Cyrus,
bad.
we
Easy
will.
there, easy there.
No
After,
promises.
yeah, we'll just leave it at that. That's safer. Before I left for Cincinnati, I did see a fucking orange Lamborghini on I-80 in the fucking snow. I thought that
That
was
poor
the
man.
wildest shit. No, he was doing it on purpose.
Why?
I'm assuming because he has the money. That's
Is
the
that
only
much?
reason you would take an Aventador out in the fucking snow. No, it
But
wasn't an
like,
Aventador. It was the super common one. I think it's the Huracan.
I don't know. I was just even if I did have all that fuck you money, I wouldn't necessarily go and just necessarily fuck up my car to spend money to fix it again. I don't know if it's a fucking supercar, you know.
Ah, yeah, that I've s- people are different, dude.
I don't
People
know.
with money, it's it's a different
It,
sight to see.
it's just like the dudes with the 5.0 V8 Mustangs that are out in the middle of the snow with freaking studded snow tires and chains on. It's like, why are you driving a Mustang in the snow?
That is
Because
also true. It looks cool.
I want to.
I
No,
mean,
it's because it's literally because I spent all of my money on this Mustang. I don't have a truck.
That's
This is
fair.
the
that
grocery getter.
Mustangs are pretty important. Would you guys get that electric Mustang, that like SUV electric one?
No,
No, the the Mach E. No, thank you.
Is anyone looking at the stream right now?
no, I'm looking at Lamborghinis now.
I just
Business.
got a Fox Broadcasting sensor right now.
Foxy.
Oh yeah.
Let me see what's going on. Let me investigate.
Investigation
But I would
time.
try I would get the electric Mustang. It
It,
looks dope.
it's it's not even a Mustang. It's a crossover.
Oh, is it? It just has the
Yeah,
Mustang logo.
Yeah.
yeah. They called it a Mustang, but that thing is a crossover.
Okay.
It is a hatchback crossover.
Why
Some
not?
cool electric cars though. The ones I would say are cool is the fucking Audis
The e-tron.
and the e-tron. Yeah, the e-tron GT, dude. I was behind one of those today and that thing is fucking cool looking.
Does it look like a Tron car, like from the fucking movies?
I mean, it has a similar-esque like
Aesthetic to it.
design. Yeah, aesthetic.
Okay.
And Porsches.
I haven't
Porsche's
seen Porsche.
electric car is not too bad.
The new Mercedes stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, Mercedes always makes nice ones. Even I've seen an electric Volvo that's pretty fucking nice.
I haven't seen that electric Porsche or the Volvos. I don't think. I didn't know they even had electric cars. I thought they were still only doing combustion engines.
Every car manufacturer on the planet supposedly has agreed to go full electric by 2030.
Okay.
Yeah, they also have a shitload of money. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, Chief. We're already in 2024 and it ain't looking too good.
It's
Right.
okay,
Yeah,
we have Tesla.
the problem is they don't have the infrastructure in place to support it.
Also, they're just
That
crazy expensive as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You can get a cheaper Toyota for like the mid 20,000s compared to electric for 45,000. When you put them right next to each other, it's like, why would I buy an electric? Unless you live in California.
You can get in the carpooling for free.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Ford is laying off like 14,000 employees because the
Oh,
Ford Lightning didn't sell well enough.
They discontinued the Lightning, yeah.
I don't know
is
if it
that a
was
new car they were working on?
discontinued. I think they might have just backed off on production rate.
I think I saw they were discontinued.
Yeah,
Really?
it's been discontinued.
That's even more fucking nuts, right? I
What's it
mean,
called
that was
again?
supposed to be
The Ford
crazy.
Lightning. It's an
F-150.
F-150. It's just all electric.
Oh,
They're
okay.
mad
Well, so
expensive.
like the crazy thing about them was like the base model of the truck with like 100 miles of range was 70 grand, and then
Ooh,
to add the extended range battery to it was another 70 grand
140,000 for this freaking electric truck.
And it
to
was just
get
an
one with any
F-150.
kind of range.
What the fuck?
It's a
Yeah,
little bit
like
of
it
money.
was ridiculous.
Yeah, no way would be paying. When I can just go get a freaking Model 3 for half the fucking, less than half the price of
Yeah.
that.
And you could probably do a lot of
More shit.
similar shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Take that to your fucking job site. Still
Auto
good
drive to
enough.
the job site.
Yeah, that's
Changing
good
into
until you
your
run into a
PP.
fucking concrete truck or something.
Tesla is honestly the only electric vehicle I would buy right now. Maybe a Mercedes.
I don't know, I kind of like the Rivians, but they all have the same problem of being incapacitated in the fucking winter.
Yep.
And
Lithium
Yeah.
ion batteries do not like cold weather.
yeah, and
Period.
what the fuck do you do in that situation, you know?
Get good, gamer.
You light a
Like,
fire under your car
So
like a bunch of Russians.
yeah,
no,
I guess so.
Yeah,
if
there you
they
go.
were smart about it, their batteries would have like very efficient heaters on them. So like while your vehicle's plugged in, it's still using like a battery warmer
Sure,
to keep the battery up to temp. But then
yeah,
you're still burning everything you're charging into the vehicle, and your range is still going to be shorter.
right.
And
You're gonna degrade the vehicle over time anyways.
yep.
So yeah, that is a very interesting fucking contradiction that that industry is stuck in. 'Cause
So I've been saying for years now, if they wanted the electric car market to be viable, feasible, and actually take off, you
Mhm.
would have small gasoline engine cars that have electrodes embedded into the tires. So like basically your tire would actually be a two-part tire, and you would have a metal plate in the middle of the wheel that makes contact with a track that's built into the highways and freeways. You basically pull your car onto this track on the freeway and engage it, and then your car is running off of full electrical grid power while it's going down the freeway. So semi trucks, everything are running off of grid power. And then when you get to your exit, you then start the car's small powered engine to drive the substreets.
So
So
like, you're seeing tracks like those mini, like those electric cars, like race you to display thingies. You know what I'm talking about?
exactly the same thing
Yeah.
as a slot car. The exact same concept.
Okay.
Because then they could do the infrastructure in the freeways. You basically replace all the white lines on the freeways with contact strips that are connected to the electrical power grid.
I think that would work if half of the drivers in the city weren't complete idiots. I see people
Yeah.
driving in between the lanes just cuz.
Well,
just 'cause
It
is
puts
it too.
so but it's one of those things where the infrastructure would have to be put into place to affect it. And the problem with electric cars right now is there's still no infrastructure for it.
Right.
Mm,
Right. And
of
the
course.
and the problem with that is that it just costs so much money.
Yep.
It
The
costs
maintenance for that,
it's
the
like,
upkeep for it.
well,
But
even
like
just putting it
that's the
there,
thing
it's
is
like a $30 million thing just to get the ground built.
they're
Mm.
putting this massive push on switching everybody over to electric by 2030 is the number that they've been putting out.
And that's
Um,
crazy because you have to
and it's like,
restructure whole towns to be able to support that in the first
well, and
place.
that's the thing is you can't redesign a city like Seattle or Portland or New York or
And
any of that stuff overnight. You're not going to be able to do it in the next 7 years either.
Yeah.
And
you need
that's
at
why,
least like 20 years just to at
well,
least be somewhat finished.
and that's why like Elon's idea with like the tunnels and stuff underground, and see like the boring company tunnels that they've done, like the proof of concept that they did for like the Tesla vehicles and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they use a similar setup to what I was describing earlier, where the cars self-drive themselves through the tunnels, but they're just on like a clamp basically.
Wouldn't we just build trains at that point if we're just gonna have an underground system of cars?
And bring back
Exactly.
trains.
Yeah.
Bring back trains.
Also, I don't want to dig underground because that's how Gears of War started, and I feel like Elon has the fucking lizard people
I was
technology to get a bunch of them beefed up and give them chainsaw
We're not
guns.
on Sarah though. I was told the other night that it's not Earth that you're on. Okay.
That is correct.
I was
Well,
gonna say that's some iRobot shit.
The cars rise up, run us all over.
Yeah.
What happened in
Well,
the Cars universe?
another thing in like Elon's favor is he's the only like real prominent person that's like talking against this huge push that they're doing for AI and stuff like that, because there's no regulation in place for it, and we're running the course where AI can literally go wild and escape confinement essentially, and then become the stuff from iRobot, Terminator, everything else.
Let's
I'm
fucking
fine with that. If
go.
they can replace everything that Ubisoft is doing, I'm on board.
Oh, you mean Ubisoft saying that we're not allowed to own video games anymore?
If AI came out and said we could own our video games physically forever, for president
Wait, what
right
did
now.
Ubisoft say? What?
Ubisoft doesn't think anybody should be allowed to say they own their games. You're renting it from them.
They basically made the claim that people should be more comfortable with streaming services and that you don't really own your game. You're paying for a service that allows you to play a game.
Right.
And that the notion of, having your save data stay there even when you delete your subscription is enough to not really want to warrant owning a game.
Hmm.
But the counter arguments have been, obviously, if you subscribe to Netflix, you've seen how much stuff has got pulled from the platform.
Right.
If you subscribe to it to watch The Office, you can't watch The Office on Netflix anymore.
Well,
And
look at what
everybody started
Sony
pulling
just
their
did.
content.
So Sony just did a thing where even stuff that was purchased by people on their account, that Sony lost the rights to that like content, they
Mhm.
pulled it off. So movies and stuff that people have bought on PlayStation, they can't watch anymore.
My famous example is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia on Vudu. Back in 2020, when a bunch of streaming services started pulling down episodes that were racially insensitive. One of them is the gang doing blackface when they were filming Lethal Company 5.
Oh.
Wait, did I say Lethal Company?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
said
gonna
Lethal
stick with
Company.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Lethal Company 5. And Mac and Dennis kept switching blackface when they were filming the movie. They removed that episode from people's Voodoo libraries that they had already purchased. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know if they rebated them money or if they just pulled it off the platform and they went, sorry, you can't watch that anymore. And everyone's like, but we paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
But they don't
Same
own
thing.
it either, do they? They're just renting it from the proprietors. That's right.
That puts it in your library to watch it whenever, but it's really just a purchase. You're purchasing a license to buy it until they say you can't watch it anymore. Same thing with like Xbox. If you break their terms of service and they ban your account, you lose everything you've ever purchased on your Xbox account. Like it's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And that it all feeds into why having physical items is so important, whether it's frickin' video games or like cash. And it's really weird too, like walking around nowadays, you see a lot more like vendors only having like the scanners and stuff for your cards. It's kind of crazy.
Like the Square or whatever.
Just
Or
like
PayPal me.
physical items are slowly fading away, and it's really weird. Bro, he's got the physical Peppa Pig for Xbox. What?
Nobody can take
He's
away
gonna
Series
find
Peppa
out
Pig
XS?
World
500 years
Adventures.
from now and be
No
like,
one
what
can
kind of
take this
relic is this?
away.
Unless it requires an online connection to verify that you own that title.
Yeah, that
Because
disappears
that
a
is
lot
what they're doing
sooner.
with a lot of games now. Like, so even games that I own on Xbox Live that I had installed on my Xbox before I took it off the fiber, there were games that I could not launch on my Xbox that I own.
You have your Xbox as your home Xbox, right?
Yes, sir.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
All my hats just fell off the wall. Did you see that?
What?
Right here, I have a hat holder. All my fucking hats just fell off the wall.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Holy
fuck.
shit has been happening. Oscar had his
What
My
toy
hats
the
are
hat
on the
that
fuck?
fell off.
floor.
Yo, that's a lot of hats.
Yeah, I know. They were right there. That was scared the shit out of me.
Do you think it was
Oh,
the
man.
football?
Did we
No,
piss
dude,
off the football
I saw this.
gods?
I saw this at Ghost Adventures. We opened up a portal between dimensions through the
Dark
Discord call.
energy.
The dark
Because we talk
energies.
to each other through the internet. One of our houses is haunted, and now the ghost is in your house or my house.
I went to the Zach Bagans Museum in Vegas when I went, and oh my god, it could have been a drinking game for every time he said dark energy. It's actually his favorite phrase.
Well,
It's
how else do
fucking
you describe
hilarious.
it, man? You can't say black energy, right?
Hey,
Hey, wait, was he there talking to you, or was it like a tour guide video thing?
it was like a tour guide video thing. So like they
Okay.
had tour guides lead us into rooms. They had TVs on the wall that would play like information. Just
He's there a bunch, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He had footage of like when he took Post Malone into the Dybbuk box room.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you watch the footage on the screen where like they took the plastic cover off of the Dybbuk box, and then Zach was like, "I'm gonna go touch it," and then Post Malone is like doing one of these where he's like backing up, and he fucking threw him off of the Dybbuk box.
What the fuck?
Because Zach Bagans started ugly crying in the room, and then what was it? Post Malone's plane crashed like a week later.
Wait, he did a plane crash? Wait,
Post
what?
Malone was in a
It was
plane
like
crash?
yeah, it was like it was on the runway where his plane
Oh.
crashed.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I wouldn't really call it a plane crash. It
his
didn't it
plane
land.
crashed. It just
It
wasn't
landed without gear or something like that. Like they had
Yeah.
a gear get stuck, so it landed and then it fell over.
Crash
Oh, okay.
landing.
Look, if I slide my car to my driveway, I'm telling people I got into a car accident.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. But and then we went to the Dybbuk box room, and they had the plastic cover, and then they built a giant wood box around it that kind of made it its own room because they didn't want anybody else getting close to it.
Yeah, because there'd be some dumbasses that would for sure lunge for that shit
Yeah.
the minute they get the
That's
opportunity.
what I thought. I was like, I'm gonna be in here, and somebody's gonna want to try and fucking touch it. Because in the video, he clearly just pulled it over, like it was just a little plastic cover that he pulled off of it. I was like, if somebody wants to touch it, they're gonna touch it.
I'm not touching it.
It's just weird how you know, he's
so I can't get cursed.
it's so weird when he's talking on the TVs because like he's talking about something normal and it'll just be like, okay, and then if you turn around, those are Charles Manson's ashes right there on the wall, and the knife he used to kill somebody or some dumb shit like that. And it was like, oh, that's weird.
The wood flooring you're walking on is actually soaked in about 10 victims' blood from another.
He has the hospital gown that Charles Manson died in, just hanging
What
up.
the fuck?
Yeah, and then he has one of his self portraits, and they took his blood and mixed it with ashes and put it into the painting, and he has the painting.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. He's just the highest bidder on most of these items, I'd imagine.
He spends
Yeah.
probably thousands and almost millions of dollars on this shit, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Who,
You guys
Post
should see the,
Malone?
No, Zach Bagans.
Baggins.
Oh, I don't even know who that guy is.
I should send you guys the waiver that we signed.
Ghost Adventures?
Dude, oh, that's the
Oh,
waiver.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a show I really watch.
Let me see if I can find the waiver in my
My
email.
grandma watched every single fucking episode of that show. It was kind of funny.
It's
I'm your
awesome.
grandma because I've also done the same.
Fucking A.
It's a fun show to watch because some of the
It-
episodes are like completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you'd laugh at them, but it's a fun show to watch.
I'm gonna
Like,
slowly put my hats back
I
on.
want to say sometimes they catch some real shit on there. Sometimes I want to say, right? But most of the time, I feel like they like stage some shit or they
They
do
stage
some
a
shit.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. But it's funny to watch. They crack me up because they're so goddamn ridiculous, dude.
Fucking A.
Cause like I've had a ghost experience in my life, like where me and a bunch of other people we were hanging out in this basement, and this chick, like, she always said her house was haunted, yada yada yada. Like, she claimed that she could see when the ghost was like around, since when it was around and stuff like that. And we were always skeptical about it and saying, yeah, sure, whatever. So one night we're chilling down there, and she's like, okay, the ghost is here. Now watch this. She took a glow stick, throws it out in the hallway to the one side of the hallway, and we're all just standing there like looking out at the glow stick, and all of a sudden the glow stick goes flying across the hallway into the room that the ghost supposedly like lived in.
Hell yes.
And like everybody else was too scared to like go grab the glow stick, and I went into the room and grabbed the glow stick out of the room, and I was like, this glow stick was over there and now it was in here, and we all watched it go flying across. I didn't see anything else.
There's someone in the room pulling the string or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, because we were like in, it was her basement, so like we're all like in like her bedroom that was in the basement, and then there was the hallway that led up to the upstairs with the little like closet room off to the left side, and then like the space that the furnace was in on the right. And so like the glow stick landed next to the furnace
Mm.
and then went flying across the hallway into the room. There was no string, there was nobody else there, like there's no explanation for that.
Fucking A.
That's some certified spooky shit that I don't want any part of.
Amen to
Brandon,
that.
George Kittle score.
What happened to Brandon?
We're about
Hold
to find
on.
out.
Yeah, they just threw a huge touchdown to George Kittle, and I threw my hands up and unplugged my headset, and I thought I broke it for a second.
Oh wow. Oh, I'm behind on the stream. I don't even know
Niners
what that
just
is.
scored. First touchdown of the night, though. I had to. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt anything. That
No,
was
you're good.
that was just an involuntary reaction.
I think that was actually good timing right when we.
I put all my hats up. Look,
But-
that's what it looks like when all my hats are there.
Fucking
See that
A.
right there?
Put an
See the
Oscar hat
volume of
up.
hats? They all fell over.
I counted mine today. I have 18. Good
I'm
ones.
close to that.
I
have,
throw a
like,
lot of mine
7.
away because I take
Or
them
no.
all to work.
I have 4. I have 4 beanies. I've
Oh, like if we're counting beanies too, I have like 9 or 10.
I have
Like, total.
this Niners beanie, this one, this blue one, and then up on the wall I have a FedEx one. That
I
thing right
probably
there
have
is
like
a
8
FedEx
beanies.
beanie. And I wear these year long, dude. You know me.
Let's see.
Okay, has anybody traveled to the East Coast? Like
Furthest I've gotten is Kansas.
Kansas, okay. How far?
Mississippi.
Okay. Is Texas as far east as you've been, Cyrus?
Yeah. Waco.
Oh, did Oscar depart?
Oh, he did.
Hey, he stood up for a second.
All I see
Yeah,
is tweets.
I've been to every state west of the Mississippi.
Have you heard of Skyline Chili?
I have.
No.
That stuff is interesting. It is like super big thing over there in Cincinnati.
Is it as
And
good as they say it is?
uh it was interesting. I had mine soaked in like Louisiana hot sauce because I was also hungover and it sounded good. But
Mhm.
yeah. Oscar,
Huh.
have you heard of Skyline Chili?
No, I have not.
No. Okay.
I
So
have heard of the name now that you say it again. I have heard of it.
for sure. Basically, it's a fine grated like ground beef in chili, no beans, and they slap it on top of spaghetti.
No
And they
beans?
no beans unless you request them. I would have, but I just got a little sample from one of the people that brought it to me. But
Beanless chili is the most popular.
yeah. And then you slap a glob of fucking shredded cheese on top. And when I mean a glob, I mean like a cup and a
You
half of
Yeah,
fucking
you
cheese
get one of those
on a
blocks and you just shred
tiny,
the whole thing on it. Yeah,
yeah,
I've
it's
seen those
insane.
pictures, dude.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. It's basically just spaghetti noodles with the chili on top, and I'm sure that would piss somebody off if if they heard me say that
I
and they
mean,
were
Hey,
from
yeah,
that
I'd
part,
sur-
but
I would prefer that than spaghetti sauce on my spaghetti. I'm the kind of person that I will eat spaghetti noodles with salt on them.
Huh?
fucking A.
Huh?
my
Fair
favorite
enough.
kind of
Huh?
spaghetti is when you have the meat sauce with it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
chili is not far off from a tomato
Oh,
meat sauce. You know what I mean?
yeah. How about
So
this though?
it totally makes sense.
I'll have them or I'll ask them to bring me some Skyline chili the next time they come back, and I'll make it for you guys. Because I think most of you guys would like it. It's the chili is different over there. It's not so much spicy as it is over here on the West Coast. It's a
Yeah.
lot different. There's cinnamon in the chili, which is interesting. But it's good. I think you guys would like it, and it might be fun to try
I'll
together.
fucking try it. I'll
Yeah.
try it. I'll shit my brains out later.
I'm
We
Yeah.
surprised
ought to try to
Oscar
have we
hasn't
ought
heard of
to
it.
have a chili cook-off.
Oh,
I'd
dude.
win.
A Cabro's chili cook-off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I could
Ooh,
do
that'd
that.
be
I'm
fun.
down for that.
I'm down for
I'm
that.
super fucking down for that.
That
Who would
sounds
be
like
the
a big time
judges?
video. Me.
Just Oscar.
Just
Let me
us.
eat all the chili.
I can
Literally
make
like
some bomb
anyone.
chili.
Uh,
Anyone can be the judges. We just have to get
yeah,
a bunch of
the
people
more people
and
that
just
make a chili, the better, right? Because then you have everybody just vote for not themselves and tally it up at the end.
Or
well, even
or
if we were to just
another
do
thing
one of us doing it together, we could make all of our chilies and then put them in pots all next to each other without them being labeled. And whoever's tasting it tastes it and gives their votes.
Yeah,
And then
amen.
they
yeah,
don't know
like
whose
Brother.
chili
that's
is
what I
what.
was gonna say too. I was like the five of us or however many extra people we get involved in it, we
Yeah,
all cook our chilies and then we have one person that like knows whose chili is what, but they set them all out in nondescript containers for everybody and then everybody tries each one. It's like I liked this one the best.
fucking A.
Because then you feasibly don't know which one's yours unless it was like a drastically different color or like
Make
I
mine dark red.
yeah, you would know mine, but I'm super down. We'll just do a Cabros get together.
Yeah, we'll do the chili cook-off and we'll put it up on the Patreon for everyone to
Chili
see.
bros.
Chili bro. Oh my god, it writes itself, folks. It just writes
Mhm.
itself.
With some fucking cornbread.
Now we're talking.
Can't have chili without cornbread.
No chili,
Need
no
some honey butter.
cornbread.
some chili
Gotta make
dogs
that honey
too.
butter.
No,
Fucking
so
honey
it
butter, yes.
what you do
Oh.
is you do the chili and cornbread for breakfast, and then you do chili dogs for lunch, and then you do like chili fried steak for dinner.
Mmm. Now we're talking.
I'm fucking hungry.
Right?
I'm fucking hungry now.
Fight! 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 Fight!
I'm
Fight!
not there
Fight!
yet,
Who's
Cyrus.
fighting, Cyrus? Who's firing? Fighting.
Uh,
Fucking Packers tight end talking shit.
Oh.
Good for him.
Fucking cheesehead.
he was
It
mad
was a
'cause he
clean
thought
hit.
yeah, it was a clean hit.
I did get to visit the
Okay.
Denver airport on my travels. I thought that was really cool.
Cool.
I think it'd
How
be
was it?
really cool to travel as a group too. It fucking made me think about that because I was with
I
two
love
really
Denver.
good coworkers, and it was just cool flying and ordering drinks and just getting buzzed on the plane. It made it that
Oh
much
my
better.
god.
All
That was
right,
You know
pretty.
what I
That
mean?
was pretty much
I've
Vegas.
never been on a
Yeah.
plane.
hear me out on
Fuck.
this one though.
Huh.
Renting an RV or a bus, like an RV bus, and going to like Utah and going snowboarding.
In
You
the
can go
summer.
My
snowboarding in
only
Denver though.
concern would be driving an RV in the fucking Colorado snow.
Well, that's why I said go to like Utah.
In
Well, if we
March.
want to go, we don't have to go that far. We live right next to Tahoe.
Ta
if we want,
yeah, but it like It'd be the road
North
trip. The road trip going to Utah would be part of the fun.
That is true.
Traveling
that
is
is
fucking
true.
cool
We
too.
we've all
Journey,
we've all
Brandon.
we've all. I was just saying it because skiing and some of the best skiing and snowboarding is in the world is right on our back door. But I get you going somewhere else and saying that. I could agree. When I was in Denver, I never went through the mountains. We went through like the lowlands into it. But just looking at the Rockies, just the way that it's a town surrounded by mountains, kind of like the thing, it reminded me so much of Reno.
Yeah.
That's true.
The mountains were just on the opposite side of the city, kind of from where the sun was going up and down. But it had a
Um,
lot of Reno vibes, but not the crackhead Reno vibes. You know what I
Yeah.
I've
mean?
always
Like
crackhead Reno vibes is what makes our city, though.
that's what makes Reno
Yeah.
Reno.
I've
Yeah.
It doesn't.
so
It's not what makes the environment and the scenery Reno, but it makes the city of Reno. Reno,
when
yeah.
when I went to the university, I used to park by the 9th Street Park, which is hardly a park; it's just a strip of grass, and that's where every homeless person in the city sleeps. And if you like walk by and you say hello to some of them, you get the most interesting conversations you'll ever have in your entire life.
Did I tell you the time I fought a dragon in
Yeah.
Jerusalem?
That's similar to Portland anymore.
Some of people still have like normal conversations, and some people have been doing it for so long they're just like, why is this guy fucking talking to me? And they just don't say anything back, and you just go, salute, bye. Ooh.
Thank you for your
Salute.
service.
Thanks for the time.
Mm-hmm. The homeless people you gotta watch out for are the ones on 2nd Street, by that body of water in Walmart on the Truckee. Yikes.
They got nothing to lose.
Oh my god, yeah. There's like there's like tiers of homelessness. There's next to the university, and then there's next to that 2nd Street Walmart, and then everybody else gets sandwiched in between.
There's those crackheads that walk up to my Maverick and just start death metal screaming and barking like a dog for 20 minutes, and then getting into a conversation with the local teenagers that were hanging out.
Do you guys think crackheads would be good astronauts?
Absolutely,
It would be the
Absolutely
best.
not.
It would be
absolutely.
the to pilot the ship, no, but to strap onto a rocket and see
Yeah.
what they would do in space, I think that'd
Right?
be a great
Our
Yeah,
experiment.
it'd
podcast
be
would
a
do numbers.
wonderful reality show.
Hell, I'd watch it.
How long would it take somebody to go, damn, I already smoked on my crack, and then they take a needle and poke it on the wall of the ship, and all of a sudden it implodes?
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Here's,
Yeah.
here's what you
That's
do.
I'm sorry, it's not a reality show, it's a game show at that point.
Oh,
Here's what you do. Once we terraform Mars,
Oh boy.
How
you just
long does
put
it take a crackhead to synthesize some kind of getting
Yeah.
high
drug out of their
material?
planet. So like what you do is you get all of the like the druggies together and launch them off to Mars with all of the drugs they need for the trip there. But they run out as soon as they get there.
That would have to be a lot of drugs, dude. Like they would go through pounds in the first hour
that'd
of
be
the
the
flight.
Well, like
sweetest fucking flight.
they would obviously be regimented out so they couldn't do
It's
that.
it's like one of those buttons at the hospital where it's like I need more morphine, but it's on
The
the timer
morphine,
so
but
you don't
yeah, you
overdose.
can only get so much.
so speaking of crackheads, I forgot to talk about this on the podcast a few weeks ago, but Viper the rapper that I talk about a lot because of his insane
Yeah.
song titles. I'm gonna denounce my fandom for him because he was arrested 2 weeks ago for aggravated kidnapping. Apparently,
Sorry,
he's
Oh.
these things on the internet. You need to just let them cook for a couple months before you bring them to the podcast.
I did. Apparently, he's had a woman in his captivity, I guess is a good word for it, for the last like 4 or 5 years.
Wasn't she
And-
locked in his garage?
Yeah, like a shed outside, and then they actually found what was it, back in 2023 of last year? They found a dead woman in his residence, but they don't believe that she was kidnapped. She died of natural causes, but they're also looking into that.
They don't believe she was kidnapped.
Yeah, everything's on the table now.
Yeah, that's
So
wild.
obviously innocent till proven guilty, but like they said, she went to the hospital, told everybody that she had been kidnapped, and they sent her back to Viper's house.
What?
So good job, police.
Yay.
Yay. It says, so I looked on it. It says on April 7th, 2023, an officer arrived at Carter Street residence in response to a report of a woman being held against her will and found the complaint in Carter's garage. The complainant reported that she had been held there for several years after Carter picked her up while she was panhandling.
Oh my
Wow.
god, dude.
Yep, it says the victim escaped multiple times, but the police released her back to Carter after taking her to the hospital.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Sorry, forgot this.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Sir, you forgot your imprisoned woman.
Yeah, so I got to take my vinyl copy of Pussy Boy, I'll Kill Ya. All I need is the money, the Hidden Treasures Volume 3, and I just got to put it in the trash.
No, just
It's
sell it on eBay.
You're right, I'll
worth
sell it on
more
eBay.
now. It's more
That
controversial.
might be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no ideas there. There's nothing. He closed a lot of doors on that one.
Do you
Big
think he
one for
looks to
Copros.
Do you think he looks a judge in the face and says something like, "Yo, cowards don't even smoke crack"?
And then leaps at her.
He'd
His
have the
next song
energy to do
is
it, man.
his next song is just "I'll be looping at the Dudge no matter what."
The judge, no matter what.
Horribly misspelled.
Well,
It
where
says he
we
was
at
in a
real quick?
movie.
Fucking Xbox Developers Direct came out.
That
Showed
was
some Phoenix
interesting.
games.
I only
Saw
watched that first one.
main one for me is the new Indiana Jones game coming out, made by Bethesda, subsidiary of Bethesda.
Machine Head
Uh,
Games.
Yeah.
Obsidian, not Bethesda.
It,
Isn't it Obsidian?
Machine Head. It's the guys that made Wolfenstein. I think. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Obsidian's making Avowed.
Yeah,
Avowed, yeah.
Avowed
Avowed.
looks good.
That's
Avowed
right.
looks fucking rad.
It's Machine Games. Yeah, they're making Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. What a
The
title!
Great Circle.
Yeah.
They actually got Harrison Ford though.
Shut up. No, they didn't. Shut up.
For like the face
The
capture,
character
yeah.
model is definitely Harrison Ford.
Not
They
the
got
voice
him to
actor.
voice? Oh, okay.
No.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say
about to be
I didn't
awesome.
hear any of the voice lines, so that I can't speak to. But the face is 100% Harrison Ford.
Well,
Dude, that
he
was
is Indiana
awesome as
Jones.
fuck.
This game's gonna be incredible. A
Yeah,
first-person Indiana
game,
Jones game.
Yeah, it's
the
first
game,
person too.
it looks real fun.
And it's
It looks like it's
implementing
gonna be a
his whip
blast.
completely.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
They did say it's gonna take place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put down
nice.
I'm gonna put down an indisclosable amount of money because I don't want to place an actual bet. But he's definitely gonna have a scene where it's gonna look like a boss fight, and then you look down and go, "Oh yeah." But then the
And then
next thing you go to do the same thing, and your gun's out of ammo, and then it's an actual boss fight.
Do you think he has a Han Solo outfit in the game?
Absolutely,
oh, dude, come
absolutely.
on.
Just does he have a Han
It's
Solo outfit,
Lucasfilm.
or does he have the outfit? What's the parody of him from Spaceballs?
Oh,
Star Rider or something?
Wait,
I'll look
what?
up
What was the
Spaceballs.
question?
The
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs version of Han Solo. What was his name? It
Lone
was
Star.
Lone
Lone
Star.
Star.
Yeah, Star was in there. Yeah, Lone Star.
It's Lone Star and Barf.
My favorite thing from just talking about all that, my favorite thing from Spaceballs, George Lucas was like, you can make whatever you want, but this guy can't look like Han Solo, so they dressed him as Indiana Jones.
Well, actually, the only like final stipulation they had to meet was they couldn't have any merchandise.
Yeah, that
There
too.
was no merchandise allowed for Spaceballs, and they could do whatever they wanted and rip off whatever they wanted from Lucas.
That's fine. That's all you
Except
needed.
except for him,
He was like,
except
you
for the
can
Han
do,
Solo thing. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, you can do whatever you want, just no merchandise. And
I mean,
that's
at
why
least
they have the bit in the movie where he's like, yeah, this is where all the money from the movie is made. Merchandising. Spaceballs the flamethrower. Spaceballs the cereal. And this one's my favorite. And
May
it
the
is
shorts be with you.
yep.
I will say though, at least they give them a fair stipulation for them to parody. You know,
Yes.
they're like, you can do it, absolutely do it. Just here's a couple of things we want to happen that are fair. Fucking the more of that shit should happen. You know, none of these fucking scary movies or the disaster movies, like all these fucking lame parodies. Spaceballs was a great parody.
It were.
It were indeed.
It's one of my favorite movies.
We just need to get a bunch of dark helmets.
Spaceballs and Galaxy Quest.
Good old
Oh,
Galaxy
Alan
Quest.
Rickman.
Yep,
Good
Galaxy
old-
Quest is Alan Rickman and Tim Allen.
What a
I don't know
fucking
if I saw that one.
And Sigourney Weaver.
It's based, yeah, and Sigourney Weaver. It's basically Star Trek. It's a parody of Star Trek.
It's like if the actors of Star Trek were actually doing what they were supposed to do on the show,
Okay.
and like the decisions actually like they got abducted by aliens, and they're like, oh, you guys are the best crew in the universe because we seen
Because
your
they
show.
built like so like what had happened is these space aliens had seen the TV show that they had done and got canceled in the 80s. And the aliens had reproduced everything from the show in exactness. But it was
Okay.
capable of space flight, this, that, and the other thing. They had transporters, all that kind of stuff. But the aliens didn't know how to use their own technology for the most part because they had based it on the show based off of human physiology. And so, like, they had never successfully tested their transporter because it was designed for humans, not for them. And then they end up basically abducting Tim Allen and the whole rest of the crew to have them fight a space war for them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
It is what you do.
You know what popped in my head the other day? Kind of felt like
Popcorn.
playing.
Orlando Magic.
Uh,
Orlando Magic.
fucking Halo Infinite, the campaign.
I have
Why's
been
that?
thinking about reinstalling Halo Infinite for the Forge.
If
Some
we
of the
do
shit
Halo
that's come
Infinite,
up.
I actually want to play fucking multiplayer.
I don't
We've
like the
played so much
multiplayer in that one.
multiplayer.
We
We've
played so
only
much
done
multiplayer.
multiplayer. We have
Really?
not done the campaign yet. We have not seen the Forge. Every time we played Infinite, it has only been multiplayer because 343 forsaked us at the launch. And now it's somewhat of what they promised us that it was gonna be at launch. You know, like we
I hate
definitely
that
need to do
someone.
co-op, but those Forge maps that I've seen, there is some crazy shit that people
Yeah.
have made in the Forge. Like they create literal video games inside of the Forge that
Bonkers.
work. Like thousands of lines of command blocks to make a game work.
My thing, I really want to replay like old maps on Infinite, like game engine, Like I saw Guardian from Halo 3 that got remade in the Forge. I was like, that looks fucking sweet as fuck. I mean,
Let me in.
I'm opening Infinite right now to see like what's popular in Forge.
damn it, do I have to go download Infinite now? I don't think I have time.
It's like
Oh,
100
I put it on
gigs,
my
right?
laptop.
I don't even know if I have space.
I'd check if I have it installed or not, but I know that I don't have it installed, and I know it's over 100 gigs.
That's okay. You'll be okay. It's on Xbox One as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't remember. It just came out so long ago.
When
I just forget.
Hilmar first got that Xbox, that was the first game that we were playing with him because he didn't have gold, and that was a free to play game.
That's correct.
The multiplayer, that's right.
The multiplayer's gotten better. I will say I was having fun with it last time we were playing.
It is fun, like you were saying, Colton, to play multiplayer. I wasn't saying that I'd be disopposed to play multiplayer. It's just we've only played multiplayer, and I want to experience what they promised us.
Not with me.
Well, that's because there's nothing else to play. We've
I'll see
only played
myself out.
Especially
I've
at
only
launch.
played multiplayer with you, and with everyone else, we've only played multiplayer because that was the only thing that we could do.
So more so, you're just worn out from multiplayer.
I'm not worn out, but I want to experience the things that are now
Fresh
available.
content.
Custom
I
games, Duck
okay.
Hunt.
I got you.
Yeah.
Beer
The
pong.
Forge, and the co-op campaign are two things that I really was excited for when the game launched, and it took over a year for them to be a reality, and I've never
Yeah.
played them.
That's yeah. Fucking
See,
Halo.
Colton and Cyrus beat Halo Infinite on Legendary. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to do it with my friends, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and then I
I
lost
haven't done
hope.
Lasso yet.
We
I
haven't
haven't
done
done the
Lasso on
lasso
anything.
either.
We haven't
We
done
should-
Lasso on anything.
We should start doing Lasso. Just knock
We
it out of the
should.
park. You know, we'll start with Halo
Guys,
5, the good one.
guys, I want to retain my brain capacity, okay? I don't want to decrease it playing
That's fine.
Lasso.
But it's
I can
fun.
play Lasso.
We just need to find like a weekend in the summer and say, hey, we're taking a lads trip going camping, but we're actually just getting an Airbnb with good internet and we're playing the last one.
We get an Airbnb here in town, like in South Reno, so we feel all bougie and shit.
But we have to rent out an RV so that it looks like we're going camping, and then we just like go up a couple blocks down and then pull up to the Airbnb.
No, we don't even drive the RV. We use it like Extreme Home Makeover, where we just move it in front of the Airbnb and we go, okay, here we go.
Everyone gets the Airbnb, and then us gamers get the actual Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How
I'm
much
gonna
is an Airbnb in Reno?
I'm gonna keep
Probably way too
referring to them
much.
as Pokemon, but the pals in this game actually do like the construction and stuff for you.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, that Pal World. What a fucking ripoff. I mean, not like in the sense that.
It's
ripping off.
so good though.
It took a lot of shit from a bunch of Nintendo titles, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it's basically Pokemon meets Ark meets Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Is that the one when you hunt the monsters?
That is indeed
No.
the one you hunt the monsters with.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so like and you can equip your pals with weapons, and then like there are ones that are basically Digimon with a million cannons on them. You have artillery Pokemon essentially.
Dude, Pikachu with the Glock?
So it sounds like Pokemon, but instead of just like having Pokemon battles, you can wage war with people.
But you
With
can
Pokemon.
also capture the other rival trainers and enslave them on your base. Like you can catch trainers in Pokeballs and then put them to work on your base. Because everything you capture is a pal. So technically humans can be a pal.
Nice, pal.
Awesome enslavement. I love that.
Colton, I'll make you my pal.
Hey,
Cap-
pal.
Come
Imagine
join my game.
capturing some
I'll go ahead and
prisoner of
capture
war,
you.
and you're just like,
I'll pal you
Pal.
up, boy.
Pal.
Pal?
Pal me so hard.
Okay, anyways.
Woo!
My hair's so long it is sticking out of the back of this hat, Oscar. Do you see that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dude.
now you're a nerd gamer. Look at you
Dude.
got a ponytail going
You
on.
fucking
Look at
It's
animal.
just long.
look at the back of my hair.
My
Nice.
hair is
Hold up
crazy
a
long.
second.
Can you dye it black for me,
You
please?
gremlins.
Not yet black. Haha, my hair's already black.
Hey.
My hair's longer than yours right
Hey.
now, Brandon.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If I got some hair gel, I could do the
And
Jimmy
tonight
Neutron
will be the night that I will
Then I
fall for
fall
you.
over and over again. I got the black and white striped tee. Like I could
Oh
just go all
my
out.
Let
god.
me find my
Dude,
USB
you don't
Type-C
have the
cable. I'll
plain
hook my
white
computer
tees?
real quick.
I have a plain white tee on.
Brandon went back to 2005,
Dude,
bro.
dude,
Look at him.
I have a shirt. Hold
Plain
on, my
white tee.
shirt's funny. It's not plain, but it's funny. Hold up. It says "Fuck you, Grant" on it.
Oh, it's a fuck you
Nice.
Grant shirt. Yes.
Dude,
It's a classic.
amazing.
That one's a throwback.
Actually,
Yeah.
Brandon, I think our hair's about the same length.
Oh, can you put it in your mouth?
Oh,
Can you put your hair in your
oh
mouth?
shit. Has Omni-Man been there the whole time? Sorry.
Yes, Omni-Man has
Yeah.
been there the whole time.
No,
The whole
it's been
time.
your ass and then Omni-Man's ass.
Oh,
Gotcha,
fucking
gotcha.
Colton too. Holy shit.
Mine's longer. I
Long
can put it.
hair,
I can put it in my mouth.
Oh, that's
Long hair
hot.
boy. I don't have any hair.
See what I mean, Colton? I can put it below my bottom lip.
Okay, mine's to the top of mine. But
Yeah.
also, my hairline's further receded back than yours, so I think my front hair is probably longer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. If I go bald though,
I have
I
a
got
5 head.
I got grandpa's fucking genes from
I've got a
having
receding hairline, so
long
it's just
hair,
gonna
and then
get
I
bigger.
got my dad's hair of the family. So
Well, see,
if I ever go bald, something's wrong.
my hairline hasn't moved in years. That's just basically where it's like always been at, is about here.
Yeah.
Cause like I actually I have a defining mark. I have a mole right up here on top of my head, and I've been using that as my receding mark, and it's still in the same spot it's been in for years. So
There you go.
You're coming a little robot-y for me, Colton.
that's
Yeah,
because
you've
I'm
got some
streaming.
crazy
That's because
stuff.
I'm streaming camera.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My upload couldn't handle it.
Ooh,
I said
ooh.
nah.
Boo
Ooh,
boo.
woo.
Because did
Alright.
that fix it when I shut the camera off?
Yeah, you sound beautiful.
There's a Walmart map in Halo Forge. It's just called Walmart.
Oh,
Now I'm
fuck.
talking.
Of course
Now
there
we're
is.
talking.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna save this one because we gotta play it. Edit the file name. Yeah, Walmart. Yeah, we gotta get into Forge, boys.
I'll download
We
Infinite.
also got to get into that. Oscar needs to show us how to get those Lethal Company mods.
Yes, we
fucking A.
gotta
So
play some more
only
Lethal Company.
Only the
I
host
really
has to
wanna-
have the mods, as far as I'm aware.
Really?
Oscar,
If
you're
that's the
Yes.
case,
You
that's
sure?
insane.
I
I'm
don't know.
I'm pretty sure because a lot of the guys that have been I've been watching play, they the other guys don't know what mods the host has installed, and he's like, I've got this one installed and this one installed and this one installed.
Oh, what are we talking
Okay.
about? Trial and error. It's trial and error at this point.
Because basically everything's client side.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Well,
um,
I'm gonna try out
if
this
y'all are
Halo
down
map.
to do that,
Fucking Donda.
Donda.
Donda?
Donda.
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 Someone's going down tonight.
Dude, Kid Cudi's newest album was pretty good.
I saw that.
Insano.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really
it was really
interesting.
good.
I'm glad
Yeah,
he's still
Insano's
there in the scene, you know? Like, Kid Cudi's a
very
good
important.
fucking artist. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no worries.
Everyone call it there?
Are we
think
done
we're
with
good.
Donda and Kid Cudi?
that's it.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a good cast of pods.
All right,
I think we did a
gentlemen.
good job.
Thank you all for joining us for episode 129. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And
Like.
yeah,
Subscribe.
that.
Comment.
Comment.
Oh my.
Eh.
And
Uh,
share the picture
yeah.
for more videos.
Tell us what
soon.
you think. And if you made it this far, comment FARP. FARP.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Real nice.
counting on you,
Nice.
Teresa's.
Aw.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time. Bye bye.
All right, Victor.
Bye.
Wait, what?